Hey guys, Raven here, and welcome back to episode 7 of AstroBlock, where today we are going to Mars. So sit back, enjoy the video, and let's see what we can't get done. Right, so last episode, we left off where we completed our stage 2 rocket, and we started filling it up. We also got into the very basics of deep mob learning. I want to start this episode off with actually going to Mars. We really do need quite a bit of forward momentum in this pack when it comes to going through the planets, just because we're kind of reaching a bottleneck on some of the things that we need to make or that we want to make, but can't because we need to get to certain planets like Saturn or Jupiter. So yeah, I think our main focus for a little bit is going to be obviously getting a glitch sword, so a couple trial runs, and also progressing along that path line. So before we actually take off here, I just want to make sure we have everything that we need. We have our dungeon locator, we have fuel. Let's see. I thought I had built an extra fuel loader. Let me see here. So what we're going to need for the basic fuel loader should just be the tin canisters here, which easy enough for us to make. Another reason I want to get to some of the planets is I'm finding myself being bottlenecked by iron quite a bit down here. It just doesn't seem like Earth or the overworld has a very large amount of iron in it. And so I'm hoping that one of the planets that we eventually run into has quite a bit of it, because iron, at least for now, seems to be the one item that we're using the most of, because we need it to make gold, we need the gold to make the polymer, and so forth and so on. At this point, we're pretty much out. But I want to keep this fuel loader on us. And let's see, which one of you guys do I want to grab? I'm just going to grab this guy over here so that we have power. Actually, no, we don't need you. We can just go grab our digital miner. All right, so just to kind of show you guys what I was talking about with iron, let me just empty this stuff off over here. I just picked up the digital miner, which I'd set down, maybe about an hour ago, and so it had completed. Now, from that, we've really only gotten a couple stacks of iron, and that is a lot for what we normally get. Normally, what I've been getting while I've been moving the digital mine around is like maybe 27 pieces of iron ore. So that's kind of why I've been running out quite a bit. But I think we should have everything now. We have a chest, we have our energy cell, chunk loader, a digital miner. We have an extra fuel loader just in case anything goes wrong when we get up there. I did upgrade the transporter to the signalum level. The reason I did that is a few times, particularly when I was in a dungeon on the moon, it was telling me I didn't have enough RF to get home. And I don't know what that was for, but I found if I traveled a little bit closer back to where I landed, I was able to teleport. So I just kind of upgraded it so it can hold more storage, and hopefully that will fix any of the issues that we had. We don't need the wrench on us, and we have pretty much everything else, I think. So I say we hit this space bar, start our countdown, and head off to Mars. So we made it out of orbit, or into orbit. So now we just select Mars. We don't care about a space station just because of all that anti-gravity fun, and we'll launch. Now, I will note, I did make the anti-gravity boots. The issue that I had with the boots was when I upgraded them from level 1 to level 2, it just didn't work. It essentially ate the boots and everything else that was bad. Is this really gonna just keep bouncing until... All right. Get out of my way. So yeah, I'm gonna kind of wait until I get up to the top level stuff, because I don't want to keep making 2 of everything. So can we put the fuel? No, I wish we could just put the fuel back in the rocket. Let's toss you in here. Do we have an empty tank? We do. All right, we can toss this back in. We don't need this Mars brick, but what we do need, if I can remember, is our digital miner. So let's see what we end up getting with this. So if we take this, it's let's see, configure 32 blocks, silk touch off, and we'll just toss this guy back here, and chunk loader. Sounds good. Now, before we forget, let us add in Mars and try not to look at this Enderman. So now we should be able to transport to Mars anytime we want to without actually having to worry about the the rocket ship. I am wondering what's making these guys teleport every which way. It seems kind of odd for them. Ooh, almost looked at him. All right, anyways. Ooh, gravity seems to be a bit different here. It'll help us fly. So we get some copper, some tin, and we're getting some iron. So that's good. What is this? Unrefined. Oh yeah, we get Desh from Mars, don't we? All right, well, you know what we got to do? We got time to go find a dungeon. So I'll bring you guys back as soon as we get to the dungeon. Here's something interesting. I found this guy called a slimeling. Hello. We'll just call him hello. And we'll say follow. I don't know what these guys do, but apparently they're like little pets. So we'll see. I think follow may have meant that he just sits there and doesn't do anything. Oh well. BRB when we get to the dungeon. Luckily, that wasn't actually too far out there. I did stop and collect a couple bobs here. But yeah, that wasn't quite as bad as it was finding the first one on the moon. So let's hope that this goes well. Now I did, if I can remember which button it was, I think it's 7, turns on my night vision. So I did upgrade that on the Android. We get anything good in here? Oil, unrefined Desh, fragmented carbon. Yeah. Oh, they teleported in front of me. Pretty much your standard dungeon here. Blast protection don't care about. We will take that. We will take the Desh stick and the Desh leggings. But I gotta imagine that we're gonna come across some spawners pretty soon here. And obviously I don't care about the food, so. Stop it, they're annoying. Oh, come on, I did not even look at you. Loud noises. I made one of the Android data models and doesn't really seem to upgrade with the androids. It seems like it upgrades when I kill Endermen, so a little bit borked. All right, we should be getting pretty close to the boss here. Yeah. All right, so make sure we have everything that we need just for a little bit extra protection. We'll eat a gapple and let's, oh. Okay, so I'm guessing, yeah, it looks like we got to hit these back. Whoa. Okay, so those little things blow up into baby creepers. I'm wondering if these will eventually end, like these baby zombies or baby creepers. You have to hit it back at the main body, it seems like. So I'm just gonna sit here and spam this for a minute until he dies. Yep, and it looks like it's stages, so we defeated one of the heads. Alright, we got 2 heads down. Ow. Took that one right to the face. As long as I can not, as long as that Enderman doesn't walk directly in front of me and get ticked off because it walked in front of me, we should be good. All right, well, we defeated that guy at least. So hopefully we get, I think we're supposed to get the tier 3 rocket from this. Where did you go? Oh. Hello? There we go. Pick up all this XP so that we can utilize it for our Android upgrades. And let's see here. Dungeon key. So we get our tier 3 rocket. Awesome. I think that's all that we really need. I don't need a respiration. I'll take the dash again just so I can deconstruct it. And so that means we should be good on Mars. So let's see here. Let's go back to, that's not where I wanted to go to. I said Mars. There we go. Let's see how we're looking over here on our digital miner here. We still have over 3,000 left to go. And we're getting a decent amount of copper, a decent amount of iron, and obviously the unrefined dash. So we'll let that run, do its thing. In the meantime, let us head back to Earth. All right, so since we are back, we can come over to our NASA workbench and we can add in our, not our sushi rolls, our new schematic. So we should now have, let's see, where is it? Tier 3 rocket. All right, so that doesn't look too much worse than the first ones. Let's see, tier 2, cargo, tier 3. It's pre-fueled. Where is the tier 3 rocket? Suppose it would help if I actually looked up rocket. We have tier 4. Of course, these guys wouldn't be in order. Tier 2 and tier 3. All right, so what is the difference here? Okay, so this one is going to require tier 3 plating, which is kind of a duh. Slightly different nose cone and still the tier 1 boosters. Now, if we look at our quests here, let's see. So we need to collect Desh. In order to get the Desh ingot, I'm assuming we have to smelt down the unrefined Desh. So let's go grab that just so we can complete that quest real quick. Actually, we might just be able to grab a Desh ingot from here. Yeah. A little bit cheatsy, but whatever. We already had the Desh. And we'll grab our rare reward. So the next one is the Mars, one of the moons on Mars, Phobos. We already have the research paper for that, so we can fly up there. I'm not gonna do it right away just because I want to give time for the digital miner to kind of mine up a little bit extra resources for us. And let's see. This one needs, tier 3 rocket schematic in order for this to use it, but we already put that in there, so we might actually have to fly back to Mars and grab another schematic from another dungeon in order to do that. But we can do that. I can do that off camp. I can do that off I can do that outside of a video, like between the next episode. I can do that between episodes because the tier 3 rocket, obviously, we're not going to be making that this episode. So what I do want to get into this episode, though, is a little bit more of the deep mob learning and specifically the trials. So the trials are kind of just like waves of mobs. So whatever mob data module that you utilize, it'll spawn in a bunch of those, and then you fight them, and then as you go on and go higher through the tiers, you'll get these things called glitches, which are like blacked out mobs that'll pop in, and if you kill them, they have a chance of dropping glitch hearts or corrupted glitch hearts, and you can utilize that to make unstable glitch fragments, which can also be used for, are also used for the glitch infused ingots. And ingots is what we need for the swords and for the leggings and so on and so forth. Now this is saying we need green diamonds. That comes from Kepler 22b. Do we need that for the sword? We don't need it for the sword. So how far long is Kepler? Let's see. Io, Ceres, Rhea, and I have a feeling that they probably put this pretty far into the pack. Yeah, here. And obviously the reason they would have done that to adjust it is so that we don't have creative flight right off in the beginning. But we can at least get our sword, which will be a lot better than the one that we currently have. So first things first, we need another soot covered machine here, and let's grab you. And then we're also going to need a trial key. We're going to need at least 2 of those. I'm going to grab 3 for now. And then, ooh, what are we missing here? Polished slate. So that's just slate. Do we have any slate on us? We don't. So I'm going to actually have to go and dig up some slate. So I'll be right back. All right, I found us a little bit of slate here. I knew I had seen it flying around the world, but we'll just grab that up. How much do we get? We have more than enough. So let's head back home so that we can craft this. So back to where we were. We should just be able to make up a couple of these polished slates. And we get the trial keystone, and we're going to take this guy as well. Then we just need to come on over here and grab our zombie data module. And then the nice thing is this doesn't actually require power or anything like that. It just requires a 15 wide area, a 15 by 15 with the block placed in the center to actually spawn in the mobs. So I made this little platform down here. There are certain things that you can do to, like, little tips and tricks, like as long as you're more than 15 blocks, you have the 15 by 15 area, which is the centerpiece right here. You can sometimes it'll allow you to put fence on the outside, and so with the jetpack, you can just hop over on the other side of the fence, and you can kind of, I don't want to say cheat the trials, but you can get it so the mobs come to you, but they can't actually get you. Now, in order for us to use this, let's see. We need to attune a trial key. So we're going to have to, let's see. Is there anybody in this deep dark hole over here? We're going to have to find a zombie, hit him with it, and, oh, look, there was all this slate right around the base. We're going to have to hit him with the key, and that will attune it. So you do need to be careful. Like, if you're out killing a bunch of different mobs and stuff like that, you don't want to be attacking mobs when you have keys in your hand if it's not the mob that you're actually interested in. So, of course, it is exactly noon right now. I'm going to wait for it to actually... No, we don't need to wait for it to be noon. We can just go space. So let's just go into outer space. We should be able to fly over to some of the asteroids and kill a zombie over here. Now, I don't really off the top of my head, I'll be honest, I don't remember if I have to have it in my inventory or if I need to actually hit the mob with it. But I think I just need to have it in my inventory when I kill a mob. So let's see if we can't find us. There we go. A couple zombies. Oh, so it's saying that there's no trial for zombies. So I guess we're gonna have to go back to Earth and make us another data module. But it is a little bit disappointing considering the fact that, you know, we spent all that polymer to level up the zombie one. So let's I guess let's make one for skeletrons here. All right, let's see if this will work. I'm not sure if a faulty key will actually work, but we managed to get one attuned to a skeleton. And we should get pristine skeleton matter. So it's also kind of disappointing because of the fact that I was really hoping to get the zombie so we could kind of spam, turn this down a little bit, to kind of spam the creation of iron as well. All right, so that's just one wave, and we managed to get another faulty key. Let's see, what is our skeleton is still faulty. So yeah, we'll just toss this other key in real quick, and that'll actually help us level it up to at least the basic tier. But this is also another quick way that you can level up your data modules here, because you get four points per kill in this as opposed to the one for the polymer. So you can kind of really go through the levels relatively quickly as long as you have enough of the attuned keys. And normally what I'll do is I'll make a couple keys, you know, bring two of them in with me into a fight, kind of let them, you know, run through both of those trials, and then just slowly kind of build my way up to the higher levels, because, you know, once you get to the next tier, you're good to go. So I'm gonna run through this a few times, and then I'll bring you guys back. So we managed to get the skeleton trial up to advanced level. So I'm just bringing you guys back just to see if we can get a glitch to spawn here, just so I can kind of show you what that looks like. But so far, nothing much. Now I think advanced has 3 waves, I think. And each wave gets a little bit harder as you get more mobs spawning in. Also, I wasn't able to attune the Android one either. But I think that might be because there's something wrong with the way it's tracking androids. Because, like, I only get progress on the androids when... Woohoo! When I kill zombies, so... So far, no glitches, though. Oh, hey. Also, I noticed that there's no attunement for, like, the Blizz or the Bazzal. These guys are a little bit annoying. They kind of cause a ruckus when you get compressed creepers and whatnot in here. So we got Fortune 2, and we got some skeleton matter. And let's see, how is our data module looking? So we're at 284. So this one's already attuned to advanced, so we got to use that. Yeah, definitely getting a better sword so that I can start moving away from these plasma, which they're good now, but eventually we're gonna have stuff that's much stronger. So, ooh, so many skeletrons. There we go. The compressed ones and like the boss ones are what makes this interesting. Oh. And yeah, you kind of always have to keep moving because they will randomly spawn. So you don't want to just sit in one spot because then they'll spawn on you. All right, so we are actually up to superior mode right now. So I think if we pull out a key now, we'll just turn hover mode on real quick and we'll get a key. So now our key should be attuned to superior. Still no glitches, which was kind of odd. Usually, you know, at least in advanced, occasionally you'll get one, but let's see if we toss this onto superior. And the trick is try to kill these guys as quick as possible so you don't get surrounded. The only reason I'm really kind of getting overwhelmed a little bit is just because I'm getting the occasional compressed skeleton, and then it's just causing a bunch of issues along with the boss ones, which have super high HP. Speaking of compressed skeletons, the good thing is they're not part of the game, so they'll die to the sun. Yeah, like these infected guys and the dampening guys, the ones that take a crap ton of damage. Yeah. But it's also a good way to get a lot of XP going. Oop. Still waiting for that glitch to appear. Let's grab another key just so that we can keep this going without having to go out and find a skeleton to kill. It becomes a lot easier once you're actually up to self-aware level. Just want to make sure. Oh, we are at self-aware. All right, so let's grab a couple trial keys here. That way we'll have keys attuned at self-aware. And we can put our, let's see. Oh, all three of these are tuned to self-aware. That's good. So I'm not seeing any glitches yet. So hopefully they haven't taken them away. All right, so this one is saying that we're going to get glitches. So hopefully we'll get enough to actually make our sword here. I think this one has 7 levels, if I'm not mistaken. Or 7 waves. 7 waves. Ah. All right, so every time you do a trial too, it has a random chance of having certain effects. Like you saw the little like pinkish purple particles that are on the ground. If I stand in that, it'll actually heal me. Sometimes you'll get ones that are like poison clouds, and you'll get ones will have like blazes flying around and stuff like that. So kind of you can see this when you actually look at the key itself. So like if you look at this key, Thunderdome, Loot Hoarders. Oh, there's a glitch. Loot Hoarders are generally like just mobs that'll have something like an ingot of iron or gold or something like that. They're not generally anything to be too concerned with. They just give you little extra drops. So we got 1 glitch heart so far, and we get 3 as a reward for completing this. And there we go. So we got our 6 corrupt glitch hearts total, and we ended up with 40 skeleton matter. pristine. So from that, we could probably get like arrows and bones and stuff like that. So nothing that I'm too worried about. For the most part, what I'll be doing is using things like the thermal elemental and stuff like that, so that I can make cryothium later on in the pack. Now, these glitch hearts, unstable glitch fragments, can be created by crushing a corrupted glitch heart against an obsidian block. These fragments are used to create glitch ingots, glitch infused metal. So we need to throw lapis, the unstable glitch fragment, and gold into water. All right, so you're just right clicking, and oh, we got 18. We got water over here. Yeah, I kind of figured that. Turn off the magnet. All right, so once that's in the water, it'll kind of do its thing. But now I need you to do your thing, magnet. There we go. And we have 18 glitch infused ingots. So as you can see, like if this were a normal pack where the recipe hadn't been altered, which in a lot of packs they don't actually alter this, and we could do something like the zombies, we could get creative flight very easily, because normally the recipe for the glitch armor is just, you know, like normal armor. So I'm kind of glad that they took it out, because although it is nice getting creative flight very early game in a lot of mod packs, it does kind of take some of the struggle out of it. And although I've become kind of used to a lot of that ease, at the same point in time, not having it is, you know, I don't want to say always a good thing, but at the same point in time, I can respect it, and it does kind of make me enjoy the pack a little bit more. But I think we're gonna have to call it an episode there, guys. We made pretty good progress today. We got to Mars, we beat the dungeon, and we got ourselves a glitch sword. The next episode, we'll look into getting up to the tier 3 and maybe the tier 4 rocket. As always, if you liked the video, please remember to leave a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed yet, please do so. And as always, stay awesome, be safe, and I'll see you guys next time.